Johnny Tapp, if the boss doesn't break the drought, we mightn't get paid this week.
Well, I reckon the boss will be hoping that some of his co-owners' luck rubs off. Lloyd Williams is the co-owner of Droughts. He's had a terrific amount of luck as a racehorse owner, and in fact he part-owned 2 Melbourne Cup winners in Just a Dash and What a Nuisance, and many other good gallopers, including County, which was a top 2-year-old and won a Todman Slipper trial here a couple of years back. The race is named after Gloaming, who won 57 races from 67 starts. In fact, the only time he was unplaced in his life, he fell at the start of a race on one occasion in New Zealand. Ray, Drought's pretty good, but he's certainly no Gloaming.
Well, John, he may eventually reach the dizzy heights of Gloaming. The punters think so anyway. 5-4 on. Tristram at 20-1. Bowl C, the best backed on the tote, 11-2 into threes. Hayter Prince 15-2, Billy Asset 14-1, the Barossa 20s, Dandy Andy 20s, Adatari 25-1, and Assisi at 33-1. Tappy, I just spoke to Clary Connors, the trainer of that runner-up in the previous Regal Boucher. He tells me the horse from its last 9 starts has been placed on 8 occasions. In fact, it's run second on 8 occasions and won the other start. Pretty good record.
Amazing, Ray. Frustrating, admittedly, but still it's better than running 7th. OK, amber light flashing on top of the gates, and they're ready for a start in the $75,000 Gloaming Stakes under overcast skies at Rosehill. Drought on the extreme outside, and they're off now. And Marshall just let Drought amble out of the starting gate. He's going to come across behind them and give this horse an easy run in the early stages of the race. Hayter Prince bounded out in front of Bowl C and Billy Asset on the outside. Bowl C pulled his way to the lead early, and Duffy's having a job to restrain the big chestnut horse. He's in front of Billy Asset going to the first corner. Hayter Prince on the rails, third on the inside of Dandy Andy, and then Tristram on the outside of the Barossa. Further back is Assisi with Adatari, and Drought's a half length away last on the outside and some 10 lengths off the lead as they head to the back at the 1300 mark, and Bowl C is the leader, going pretty keenly. Showed the way by a length or a bit under a length to Billy Asset, a length and a half then to Hayter Prince on the inside of Dandy Andy, and here's a move now from Bruce Compton on Assisi, taking off from the tail of the field, and he's rushing around them now. Billy Asset kicked up and went with him, and now we've got 3 leaders as they head to the 1,000 metre mark. Assisi on the outside took over from Billy Asset. Bowl C relegated to 3rd. Dandy Andy's ahead away 4th on the outside, about 2.5 then to Hayter Prince, followed by Tristram. On the fence, the Barossa. Drought will be better suited now that they've quickened up in front, and on the rails last is Adatari at the 700 mark in the Gloaming. Another leader now. Dandy Andy took over in a race of changes and kicked away by a length and a half to Assisi as they race up to approach the home turn. Billy Asset on the outside. Bowl C in 4th spot. On the fence then is the Barossa. Further back, Hayter Prince, followed by Adatari, and then Drought and Tristram as last as they turn for home. By golly, Drought's giving them a start. At the top of the straight now, Dandy Andy led from Billy Asset. Bowl C. Drought's hooked out into the clear by Marshall. He's starting to wind up. He's still about 5 lengths off the lead. He'll have to be pretty good to win. Coming to the 200, Bowl C quickly shot past Dandy Andy. He's running about Bowl C. Drought's after him now, and look at this big long stride of Drought as he races up to Bowl C. Drought hit the front. Oh, he's a great colt, and Drought is storming away to win the Gloaming Stakes by nearly 2 lengths on the line to Bowl C. Adatari wide out in a photo for 3rd with Dandy Andy, and then the Barossa, followed by Billy Asset, Tristram and Assisi, and Hayter Prince is last in the Gloaming Stakes of 86. Oh, quality colt. Had to be a quality colt to give Bowl C 5 or 6 lengths start on the turn, run him down and beat him, not just beat him, but beat him by a very handy margin. And I'll tell you what, right on the line, he pricked his ears, Drought, as much as to say, let's go round again. Lovely colt. Look at the stride on him. Drought, Johnny Marshall, has won the 2 legs of the Spring Triple Crown, the Peter Pan and the Gloaming, and the 3rd leg's looking better every day, the Spring Champion Stakes at Randwick on Saturday, the 4th of October. This year, however, I don't think there's a bonus prize money as there was last year of $100,000. I think that's lapsed. Watch Bowl C duck in here. Just as he races up to head Dandy Andy, he caught Gavin Duffy unawares momentarily, and he ducked in rather sharply. He's a green type of horse, Bowl C. Now look at Drought. Marshall hit him, what, half a dozen times with the stick, and he lifted. You'd swear blind he came off a launching pad when John really asked him for the effort. Drought went past Bowl C, and watch the way he careers away in the last bit and puts pay to them in no mean order. Now, well back Adatari running on with the blinkers in the white colours, wide out. He gives the impression he wants 1.5 miles Adatari, but they're strung out. They come in like Brown's cows, and Drought has won brilliantly. Drought is by Crested Wave out of Petronia, raced by Mr. and Mrs. Kerry Packer, Mr. and Mrs. Lloyd Williams, trained by John Marr and brilliantly ridden by Johnny Marshall. Number 3, second, Bowl C, by the ill-fated Sea Anchor, who died at stud only this week. Trained by Tommy Smith, ridden by Gavin Duffy. And 7, third, Dandy Andy has hung on to run third by 3 legs, trained by C.V. Churchy in Victoria and ridden by Neville Wilson. Here's the winner coming back, the Handsome Drought. OK, our next telecast race will be the 7th at 4:15. Let's see what Ken Callan